Hello everybody, Brian Engelman here at the 2017 NAMM convention. We are here at McSwain Guitars. This stuff stopped us dead in our tracks. Hello, thanks for taking the time, Steven. Appreciate it.
Stopping dead in your tracks. I am much obliged.
Absolutely. Well, our cameraman named Bob, thank you Bob, he pointed out this one, so let's start off at this. Sure, is this a gas can? What are we looking at?
This is literally an old Eagle manufacturing gas can. It's a 2-gallon gas can. I always like to find, well, I love the gas can, of course. Red, white, and blue, red, white, and cool industrial kind of vibe with the lug nut volume and tone knob.
Red, white, and cool.
Red, white, and cool. Hey, can I use that?
You can use that. I'm the idea guy.
But I like finding these old oil cans, and I'll show you the Stay Cool oil can. This is, yes, of course, you got to have the fuel gauge in there that lights up. So this one is actually a through neck with tone chambered sides, and it's a maple fretboard that's stained with red and black, just kind of give it like a real distressed kind of look.
These are like washers.
Literally hex bolts that I hacksaw in half and then bandsaw and sand flat. So, it's just, I like that.
I don't know if you can zoom in and get a look at these here on the neck, but it's pretty cool. Yeah, I'm definitely digging.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. So I like that whole just hot rod vibe, So
going for the hot rod styly.
Well, with the metal tops and things, it's all wood. Like this is tone chambered mahogany with a carved top, and then you have I'll do these cast sterling silver stars that are I'll shoot wax into a mold. I hand carved it the original out of wax and then cast it up. So these are arcanes that are split coil, so you get the versatility of it. You have that nice beefy humbucker tone, and then split the coil. You don't lose any power, but it just gives it a nice single coil kind of stratty sort of vibe. So it's a really versatile guitar. And this is the aluminum, what we were calling the tone layer, and just got a patent on this. And there's a couple of different variations of it. It has a thin, about a millimeter layer of aluminum all the way down underneath the fretboard, all the way down the neck, and then the sides of the aluminum binding with the screw side dots, keep them with the industrial theme. And then the ebony is inlaid and pressed and glued into the tone layer. So.
Yeah, it's industrial. It's almost a little steampunk too.
A little bit.
Like if you flip it back upside down, we got the raw wood, we got the metal, and any of the steampunk stuff. As you look at it, it's wood and metal, and it's kind of pieces, parts.
Exactly.
With that one, literally, you're looking at the cut in half. The bolts that are inside of it. Yeah,
exactly. So.
No, but this is really neat. I mean, if you can get a close look at this one, to take a look at the detail on here, I mean, it's really nice. It's a work of art.
Thank you very much.
Well, I mean, there's no messing around. This is artwork.
I like to call it functional art, and you got a guitar, and it has this just energy to it, and you see it, and instead of just hanging it on your wall, you want to have it kind of displayed as like artworart. And it's kind of why I started doing it.
And let's look at this one here.
The whole flag wall piece. So this is what I call red, white, and bullets. So it's got the cast white bronze stars with the 357 Magnum shell casings in it.
Yeah, that's cool.
And with the aluminum that's distressed, solid mahogany set neck with the aluminum tone layer on it. But you have this in your house or your studio, and it's like, oh, okay, cool. You take it off and you're playing it, and you're like, wait, I still have a piece of artwork up there. So and it's just I love form and function.
Form and function. Out of curiosity, is that thing for sale?
It is actually already sold. So yeah, and I got a couple of people in line to buy a couple more of them. So
you might make some more of these.
Yeah, I've always said I was going to tap out at 25 of them, and I'm about at 6 right now. So with the whole guitar and wall piece.
So what does the guitar and the wall piece go for, by the way? Because people will watch, and people may hit you up.
Around $8,000 for both. You can get the guitar for about $4,900, and then the wall piece about $35 around there. So
it really is the running theme of the convention. All of these pieces, they're functional, but they're art.
Well, and that's the great thing about being in the boutique guitar builders booth. NAMM, I think, realized that the boutique builder resurgence over the past couple years is just not getting the attention that it needs.
Well, kind of like craft beer. You're from Portland, right?
76 microbreweries, more than anywhere else in the world. So,
but it's the craft beer and it's the craft guitar.
Well, I think people are, you can go so long where the pendulum is going towards, mass produce, mass produce, mass produce, and then it starts swinging back the other way because it's the same thing all the time. I love Budweiser. Don't get me wrong, but I like a nice IPA with characteristics, and this one's a little different. So it just, I think people are starting to really appreciate hand-built art pieces. That are in. I've got guys who have collected 10 of my guitars, over the years, and they just have them, and they're all different types of things, and they use them as art.
Well, now I'm looking at this piece here. We got this has a poker deck kind of theme with the club.
Of spades.
I'm sorry, the spades. Why'd I call it club?
Club might come next. But
I'm the idea guy. What can I say?
I know. I can borrow these, right? No. So I wanted to do something a little more kind of stripped back and wood grain, and then have all the little pieces with the just little ace of spades. Like I have one that has a skull and crossbones, and then it has bullet shells around where the spades are on this.
Now, I'm looking here, and it's darker around here. So what is the technique? It's not actually indented. I had to touch it to see if it was like dipped in.
It is. It's actually what I'll do is this. I call this the scorch burst because I'll take a torch and I'll burn it to kind of flame burst it, literally flame burst it, and then I'll heat up. I actually took about a half-inch rod and carved in an ace of spades, and I'll heat that up red hot, and I'll press it in there, and then I'll put the aluminum ace of spades down into it, and so so it's recessed, so it's not completely buried, but you still get a little bit of texture out of it.
It's not flush, but it's close.
Exactly.
It's flush-ish.
So you want that texture, and I just love tactile things that are just where you get, oh wait, get up on, you see the detail, and you back out, and you're like, oh wait, okay, hear this, and it's all in hand engraved.
I mean, you look at the pickups, and I mean, it's very distressed. It's very old school kind of. I just keep going back to steampunk. I know it's not an exact definition,
but it's a good kind of ubiquitous term that's found. It's a foundation for it. And so it kind of gives an idea of what it's like. So, but I love creating things that are like I've used old skateboard ramps to build guitars out of. Hold on, I'll show you this one. This is.
All right, let's. What do we got? Are we coming around, or are we waiting for you to? Oh yeah, we'll do it.
So this one is one of my very first guitars I ever did that is a solid body. This wood blew down during Hurricane Hugo in 1989 in North Carolina and blew down about 50 black walnut trees on my great uncle's farm. So I would go back and get this wood that was, basically either going in the wood pile or, the fireplace, or it was going to make a couple guitars. So these are old airplane gauges that I find, with some old aircraft aluminum, and I pound it out and put it to it, and with the hex bolts and the side screw dots. So it's fun. I love doing that kind of stuff, Well,
I gotta tell you, it's fun to look at. I mean, you can only go through, everybody has their own version of a lot of the same stuff, so I like checking out some of the more unique things. Like, obviously, to look at that, you didn't just do that overnight. It takes a lot of time. It's a labor of love.
It is. It absolutely is, and I feel very fortunate to be able to do what I love to do is a quote-unquote job, and make a living and support a family doing it, and I think people see it and they really appreciate it, so... But yeah, this is one of my favorites too. This is an old 1930s
Stay Cool oil.
So I found that and peeled it apart and turned it into a guitar.
I like how it's backlit like that as well.
Of course, yeah. Well, I'm a sucker for lights, man. Anything flashy and cool, it's like, ooh, hello. Especially when you're on stage, you see this stuff and you're like, oh my God, what is that? And so it does nothing for your sound except make you cooler.
I'm a big fan of that. No, absolutely. If you see musicians that are rocking stuff like this, you're not going to blend in. You're going to stand out. There's a difference.
Yeah, it's fun, man. So.
Well, then let me ask you. Just tell everybody where's the website, where they find more, any other things you're doing coming up this year. Yes. Hit us with whatever you want people to check out.
McSwainGuitars.com. It's MCSWAIN. guitars.com, and shoot me an email, Stephen, STEPHEN at McSwainGuitars.com. I always answer all my emails. I'll take off the manufacturing hat and put on the office hat and do all this stuff. Exact customer service hat. We're probably going to be at the guitar show in Dallas in May, hanging out with the guys at the Guitar Sanctuary, and maybe Summer NAMM, but
It's in Nashville again this year?
I'm sure, yeah. Never know where we'll pop up. So, but check the website. We'll do, Facebook page, McSwain Guitars. Instagram is McSwain Guitars. We've got all the usual suspect social media stuff. Twitter, same. And that's where we'll do like the daily mail, and what's going on and what's happening. So.
Very cool. Now, by the way, do you do custom pieces if someone wants to?
Absolutely. I mean, I've had the craziest stuff, man. I have a collector in New York that I did 3 car guitars for that were 19 inches long, a little 1958 Corvette, a 67 GTO, and a 57 T-Bird that are. The neck comes out of the trunk. They have wheels and headlights and taillights to light up, and you can actually roll them along. It's ridiculous, and they're just fun. They play and function, and you can gig with them, but they're just funky, cool pieces. So.
Nice.
So if somebody has an idea, they can email me, and if we can make it happen, we'll make it happen.
Very cool. Well, hey, thank you so much for your time. Digging the product. Keep up the good work.
I really appreciate your time.
Anything with bullets and music.
Hang out. It's rock and roll, man. Come on.
Heck yeah. Good times, man. Well, thank you much.
So much.